Hey, what's up guys? Coach Myers here at the War Room in the Old School Gym, and welcome back to the Beginner's Guide to Boxing. Now, episode 1, we went over your stance, how to distribute your weight, how to throw your basic punches. Episode 2, I taught you how to wrap your hands, how to hold your fist properly. You probably feel like you're ready to get unleashed on the heavy bag. Not so fast. I would be doing you a disservice if I just taught you how to stand and how to punch and then just plopped you down in front of the bag and said, hey, go ahead and have at it. The most important thing in boxing is knowing how to move, how to step. The footwork is the most important thing. Now, we're going to get into kind of advanced footwork a little bit later, but today I want to go over just basic movement for footwork, so that way when you get to the bag, you can actually move around the bag properly, punch, and come in and out and round, circle around the bag as opposed to just standing right in front of it. So let's go back to our stance right here. All right, now if I want to go forward, I get to step with my left foot first, and then my right foot's going to follow me. If I want to go backwards, my back foot's going to lead, and my front foot's going to follow. The biggest mistake that people make is when they try to back away, they move the wrong foot first, which would be the front foot. Now that kind of feels natural because if I come in and throw some punches, and now you come at me punching, this foot is closest to you, so my reaction is to get it away from you. But what happens is if I lead with that foot, now my feet are close together, okay? Or, even worse, I may swing it too far, now I've switched stances. You're not advanced enough to switch to southpaw, so don't even think about it. All right, so remember, if I'm coming forward, boom, whether I'm punching or whether I'm not, I'm leading with that front foot, that back foot's coming with me. Now, if I gotta back up, if it's just a little step, that back foot leads. If it's a big step, I'm gonna kind of dip, right like that. So in, big dip out, pop, pop. Now I accomplish that by really dropping that back foot, almost kind of like a brief lunge. Right there. See how far that goes back? Now it's just kind of like in cooking. You always want to start with just a little bit of salt because once it's in there, you can't take it out. You can always add more. It's kind of the opposite with footwork when you're backing up. Okay, you always want to lead with a little bit more and let the rest of your body catch up. So what I mean is, I'm here, I'm boxing, my opponent's coming towards me. I don't want to take just a little step because now if they really close the distance, I can't take a big step with that front foot because now look where my feet are at. I'm better off here, really dropping that back foot back and letting that front foot catch up to it. So I'm here, boom, watch that back foot, it drops back, I push off that foot, I'm back to my stance. So again, I'm here, 1, 2, forward, boom. The other thing that does is it gets your head moving, gets you kind of down out of the way. So if I'm here and I back straight up or lean, which a lot of people have a tendency to when they first learn to box, is they try to lean out of the way when they back up, their head's in that same spot. If I go here, look how my head dips a little bit. So from there, and I can punch right off that, get back on the offense. So that kind of covers how you move forward and how you move back. The other thing is you want to be able to circle effectively. So same thing, I know, just like you don't want your feet to come close together, you never want your feet to cross. So if I'm circling you this way and I want to go to my right, I'm never going to lead with that left foot because now look what my hips did. My feet just crossed. I'm going to lead with my right foot and let my left foot catch up. Boom. Now if I want to go to my left, it's the opposite. Left foot leads, then the right foot catches up. So the golden rule is to remember, whatever direction you're going, that's the foot that leads. When I go forward, my front foot leads. Backward, back foot leads. To the right, right foot leads. To the left, left foot leads. Pretty simple concept, but it's pretty hard to get kind of ingrained in your mind at first. But it's one of those things you have to spend lots of time doing it so that it just feels like a natural movement. You get that muscle memory of stepping forward like that, okay? Same thing with your circling. You're probably gonna spend the first couple weeks, you're on the bag, boom, 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 and then you forget and you go that way. Now your hips are crossed. I got a bad angle for the bag. It's no good, okay? Let's see, where did I want to go after that? Okay, whenever you're stepping forward and I'm throwing, let's say we're going to kind of use the basic 1-2 as the example, your left jab and your right hand. When I step forward, I want to make sure my punches are coming right down the pipe and my hips are turning towards my opponent. Boom. Okay? See how nice and square my shoulders are staying? I'm not, leaning over like this. I'm not struggling to get that hip up. And the way that you can accomplish that, the drill that you can do is, I'll start in front of a mirror, my hands on my hips, and I'm going to draw in my head an imaginary line through my elbows and through my shoulders. Now when I turn, step and turn, and if you do it once and freeze, you can kind of see how far your shoulder is in front. Is that line through the elbows? Is it even? Because this right here looks just like that. But if I'm twisted kind of funny, look, my punch isn't where it needs to be. So I want to be here, boom, 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 boom. There we go, guys. That's kind of just some beginner stuff to help you learn to step to the bag, away from the bag, how to circle around the bag, and make sure that your hips and shoulders are rotating properly. Thanks for tuning in, and be on the lookout for episode 4.